Hey, what's going on? I'd like to welcome you to Water Your Soil. So this video is going to be about a trick. It's a mental trick that I have when it comes to dealing with credit cards and paying off my credit cards and things of that nature. Because for some reason, people just associate the words credit cards and debt. You know, they put them together and they just feel that having credit cards means that you're going to be in credit card debt, and that's false. But in this video, I'm gonna share my tip that I have used over the past 7 years, and it helped me get up in the 800s with my credit score. So you'll wanna watch the full video and you'll see what I mean. All right, let's get into it. I think back to when I first started my credit journey. It was 7+ years ago, and during that time, you know, I was trying to get a car. I think everyone who's a subscriber here knows that story. I was trying to get a car and things didn't work out. It was a long story, and it's what inspired me to go on a journey to increase my credit score. Now, over the past 7 years, I have learned a lot in regards to credit scores and credit cards and things of that nature just by, you know, trial and error. However, one thing that I will tell you when it comes to credit cards that never fails, a lot of people view credit cards and credit scores as a waste of time. I've had countless debates over the past 7 years about how, you know, credit cards are useless and cash is king, and if you have to use your credit score or use credit cards, that means that you don't have enough money, and so many negative things out there regarding credit and credit scores. A lot of people talk down on it. You know, there is a debt-free community, just in case some of you may not be aware of it. And in the debt-free community, they do not speak highly of credit cards, mainly because a lot of them are disciples of Dave Ramsey, as I stated before in the video. So they don't think highly of credit cards. They also don't think highly of credit scores. Now me, of course, I feel totally different about that. You know, one of my favorite sayings when it comes to this channel is a good credit score is at minimum a good plan B option. Now, I always say that because time and time again it's proven to be true. Let's say you are someone, right? Let's say you're someone and you believe that cash is king and cash is everything, and all you need is cash. You don't need credit. You don't need a credit score. You don't need any of that. You know, you just need cash, and cash will get you by, and you're going to pay everything cash, from school to your house to your car to anything that you ever purchase in life. You're going to purchase with cash, from money that you saved up from maybe your job or your business, your hustle, whatever it is, because you don't need credit. Let's say you have that mentality. Wouldn't it be good to have a plan B option to fall back on? And not only that, while you have that plan B option, which is your credit score, you also get the things that come along with it, like credit cards. Now, a lot of people talk down on credit cards. You know, before I really understood credit cards and how credit cards work and cash back and points and things of that nature, I wasn't too fond of credit cards either, because prior to that, all I heard was bad things about credit cards, like, oh, credit cards, stay away from them. They'll get you in debt. They'll put you in a hard position. You're going to be in a lot of credit card debt. Oh, those credit cards, they're going to be bad for your credit score, so stay away from them. So throughout the years, those were the things that I heard in regards to credit cards. So of course, my mentality towards credit cards wasn't too, you know, ambitious, I'll use that word. I wasn't too ambitious to sign up for and learn how to use credit cards. But I will say, credit cards for me have been great, you know, these past 7 years, with so many rewards points, over thousands of dollars in cash back and big time reward points and free flights and free hotel stays and first class upgrades, all from points, and it's been great. But what I will share with you all in this video, the purpose of this video is to let you in on a mental trick that I have. It's a mental trick. You know, I figured since you are on my channel and a lot of you are subscribers, I'll share a mental trick with you all that helped me go from having a 549 credit score all the way up to the 800s. So a little background on me. I hate burdens. Like, I hate burdens. I don't like them. The way how I view burdens is once I come across a burden, I want to knock it out as soon as possible. Like, I want to knock it out. So whatever the burden is, I always have in my mind to get rid of it. I just view it as a problem that I want to knock out. And the reason why I'm like that is because I'm solution based. I like to find solutions to problems. If I come across something that I view as a problem, I like to find a solution and at least at minimum, try to solve it, whatever it is, if it is solvable. Now, what has got me, you know, to the point of the 800s and to an excellent credit score is I view debt as a burden. You can adopt this mindset as well, and it probably will end up helping your credit score, because what I did is I view everything that I buy, I want to pay it off because I don't like owing anyone. That's my thing. I hate owing people. I've always been like this. If I owe you, I want to pay you back as soon as possible to get you off my back. So the minute that my bill is due, I usually pay. You know, some people, they go and do auto pay and they set up auto pay and they stretch out the auto pay as far as possible before the payment is made. Well, I'm not like that. A couple of times throughout my life, I did set up auto pay. And when I set up auto pay, guess what happened? Yep, I ended up paying the bill off before the auto pay took the money. And why did I do that? I did it because I hate owing people. Now, everyone doesn't have that mentality to the point where they hate owing people. And I'm sure some people, if they have things set up on auto pay, they're not going to think about the bill. They're not going to let the fact that they owe someone linger over their head because they know that auto pay is going to take care of it. But I will tell you, and I will share this with you, if you adopt the mentality of not wanting to owe anyone and you adopt that to your financial life, especially when it comes to credit card debt and any type of debt in reality, especially credit card debt, that's mainly what I'm talking about right now. If you adopt that mentality where, you know, you view what you owe, your credit card debt, as a burden, I guarantee you, you'll stop carrying over balances if you are someone who carries over balances. Now, if you don't carry over balances, you're in a pretty good position. That means you more than likely already view owing someone as a burden. There are people like us out here. You know, we hate owing people. We don't want to owe anyone. And if we do owe someone, we want to pay them back as soon as possible. It's the same thing if you have an assignment due. You want to be able to get it done as soon as possible because you don't want it to linger over you. There are some people who will struggle with this, and I'm aware of that. That's why I made this video, because some people, they like to let things linger. And the thing about debt and debt accumulating and piling up is the longer you let it linger, the more at risk you become for that debt turning into interest that you have to pay. And with credit cards, I always say you don't want to let your debt pile up to the point that you begin paying interest, because you're basically giving away free money once you start paying interest. Now, as I always tell my subscribers, the credit card companies, they would love for you to pay interest. In fact, they make money off of you paying interest. So of course, they'll offer you all types of APR specials and promotions and things of that nature, but don't bite. Don't bite. You know, view what you owe as debt and pay off your balances every month in full. And if you adopt that mentality, you're gonna see the benefits from it short term and long term, and there's a high possibility your credit score will benefit from it as well. I just wanted to share that trick with you all. I've been using that trick these past 7 years. It has helped me out, so why wouldn't I share it with my subscribers? I know some of you probably are already viewing debt as a burden, and you are viewing it that way, because some of my subscribers do have good and excellent credit. Some of them have 800 credit scores, so I'm sure they view it that way. But for those of you who don't, start viewing your debt as a burden. It takes work. You have to form it into a habit, of course. But once you finally get to the point where you view your credit card debt as a burden, you're going to start paying off your balances every month, and you'll be on a good path. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for watching this video. If this video has helped you in any kind of way, whether it's the smallest thing or largest thing, whatever, if it helped you out in any kind of way, be sure to hit that like button before you click off this video. Also, if you're not subscribed and you're feeling the vibe over here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on all the notifications. Also, I have other credit resources in my description, so be sure to check out my description as well. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I thank you all for tuning in, and I'm out.